The internet just witnessed the kind of chaos that makes even Zeus Network producers clutch their pearls. What started as a casual live stream quickly turned into a digital disaster so wild. It had fans questioning if they were watching Motherhood, or a modern-day soap opera written by the Devil's PR team. Chrisean, the self-proclaimed realest chick alive, went live to prove she's handling life and baby Junior just fine. But instead of calm vibes and motherly love, the stream spiraled into full-blown pandemonium. And somewhere in the madness, viewers swore they saw something unforgivable. Baby Junior left alone now. Whether it was a misunderstanding, a bad camera angle, or a straight-up mistake. The internet didn't wait for facts, it detonated. Within minutes, hashtags were flying, fans were fuming. And trolls were sharpening their pitchforks like it was Digital Judgment Day. The comments were a war zone, half defending her, half demanding an intervention. This wasn't just another Chrisean moment. This was the live stream that made the Kardashians look like quiet librarians. So buckle up, because this story's got it all. Tears, tantrums, time stamps, and a baby in the middle of a viral circus the whole world can't stop watching. Let's set the stage. Because what went down on that live stream was pure chaos wrapped in controversy, dipped in confusion, and served with a side of internet outrage. Chrisean, who's no stranger to trending for all the wrong reasons, decided to go live again. She claimed it was just a chill night, no drama, no yelling, no tears. Just her fans, and her baby boy, Chrisean Jr. But let's be real. When has anything involving Chrisean ever stayed chill? That's like expecting Kanye to stay off Twitter. The moment she hit go live, tens of thousands tuned in instantly. Notifications were going off like fire alarms across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. The comments section filled up before she even spoke. Fans were ready, some supportive, others there for the train wreck. Because when it comes to Chrisean, people don't just watch. They witnessed at first it seemed normal, or at least Chrisean normal. She had music playing in the background, laughing with friends off camera, sipping something out of a plastic cup. Baby Junior could be heard somewhere in the background, cooing softly. It almost looked like a redemption moment. The world seeing Chrisean as a regular mom just living her life. But if peace had a timer, hers was already counting down. A few minutes in, the live started to get chaotic. She was talking to fans, arguing with trolls, dancing, laughing, classic Chrisean energy. Then suddenly, the baby's crying could be heard louder. Way louder. The camera didn't show him, but the sound was unmistakable. Viewers started flooding the chat. "Where's Junior? Girl, go check on your baby. Wait, is he alone?" The energy shifted immediately. What was once fun and carefree turned into concern and confusion. But Chrisean, she was in full performance mode, ignoring the noise like she didn't even see the comments. Some viewers claimed they saw her walk away from the camera. Others said they heard the baby crying in another room. Then came the clip. The 15 seconds that changed everything. Someone screen recorded her walking out of the frame, laughing at something off camera, while the sound of baby cries continued in the background. It wasn't long, maybe half a minute, but the internet doesn't need long. That tiny window of footage was enough to spark a wildfire that burned across every platform. Within minutes, the clip was reposted everywhere. TikTok moms were dissecting it like forensic analysts. Twitter, X exploded with threads like "This ain't it" and "Protect that baby." Every gossip page jumped in like sharks smelling blood. Did Chrisean leave baby Junior alone on live? One post read. Another said, fans concerned after disturbing footage from Chrisean's stream. But here's where it gets wild. Nobody could even confirm if the baby was actually alone. It could have been seconds. It could have been a misunderstanding. But the internet doesn't care about details, only drama. And this? This was premium grade scandal fuel. People began slowing the video down frame by frame, analyzing the sound, trying to see if anyone else was in the room. You'd think it was the Zapruder film the way Reddit was breaking it down. One user claimed they heard another adult voice faintly in the background. Another swore it was just her alone. Everyone had a theory. Everyone had an opinion. By hour 2, hashtag Baby Junior and hashtag Chrisean Live were trending on every major platform. Fans started tagging CPS, gossip bloggers, and even random celebrities demanding someone do something. You'd have thought the internet had just uncovered a national emergency. Meanwhile, Chrisean was completely unaware of the chaos she'd just triggered. When she came back to the camera, she was laughing, holding her phone, vibing to music, completely oblivious to the storm that was already brewing online. She had no idea that people were already editing her name into dramatic thumbnails and typing breaking news captions. Comments were flying in faster than she could read them. "Where's Junior? Go get your son. You left the baby crying. This is not it." But instead of responding calmly, she snapped. "Y'all so weird. He fine, my baby's straight. Y'all act like y'all never had a baby cry before." She yelled into the camera, rolling her eyes. That was the match that lit the gasoline. Her tone wasn't gentle, was defensive, fiery, frustrated, fed up. But in the world of social media, tone doesn't translate. It mutates. Screenshots of her rant hit Twitter instantly, captioned with things like, "She's yelling instead of comforting her child, and this is not motherly energy." Even people who'd never watched her before were chiming in. Parenting influencers made entire videos titled, "This is why I don't post my kids online." Reaction YouTubers hit record faster than TMZ hits publish. Everyone was eating off the chaos, from small creators to verified celebs, and when the news hit the shade room, I went. The news hit the shade room. It was game over. Their post read, "Fans express concern after Chrisean Rock's baby cries during her live stream. Viewers claim she left room." That one post pulled millions of views in hours. The comments section became a battlefield. "She need to put the phone down and pick the baby up. She doing her best. Y'all just love to hate her. That baby didn't sign up for this. Y'all forget she's been through hell. Give her grace." Every opinion became a headline. Every emotion became engagement. And while everyone was arguing, the clip kept spreading. TikTok edits, remixes, slow-mo versions, even memes. One meme showed Chrisean dancing while a baby monitor icon blinked in the corner, with the caption, "When you trying to go viral and be a mom." But here's the wildest part. Some fans defended her so passionately it created another war within the war. They argued that the clip was being taken out of context, that she never left GR unattended for real, that it was just noise manipulation from haters. One supporter wrote, "Y'all acting like you ain't ever used the bathroom while your baby cried. She's human." Another said, "She's under a microscope 24/7. She can't breathe without someone judging." And both sides had valid points. But logic doesn't trend. Outrage does. By the time the stream ended, the damage was done. Her image was already shattered across every feed, and people were waiting for her to respond officially. But she didn't. Not immediately. She disappeared for a few hours, which only made the rumors worse. That silence. It was deadly. In the influencer world, not posting is like pleading guilty. So when she finally came back with an emotional rant, it didn't calm things down, it made them explode even harder. And trust me, what she said next had the internet on fire, to blogs in overdrive, and even her own supporters questioning everything they thought they knew about her. Because if you thought this story couldn't get messier, oh, baby, we're just warming up by sunrise. Social media wasn't just buzzing, it was erupting. The Chrisean left Baby Junior alone narrative had officially transformed into a full-blown scandal. The kind that makes breakfast talk shows rewrite their intros. Every corner of the internet had an opinion, and they were serving it piping hot. Gossip pages were eating it alive. The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, and No Jumper all posted the same clip with different headlines, each one messier than the last. One said, "Chrisean Rock's motherhood under fire." Another screamed, "Did she really leave Baby Junior alone on Live?" The captions were vague enough to stir the pot, but bold enough to guarantee millions of comments within hours. Celebrities were chiming in like unpaid news anchors. Summer Walker posted a cryptic story. "Y'all love judging what you don't understand. Parenthood ain't perfect." Meanwhile, Carlissa, yes, Blueface's forever messy mom, jumped on Instagram Live faster than you could say family drama. "I told y'all she ain't ready," she shouted. This the same girl who was fighting folks pregnant? Y'all think she changed because she holding a bottle? Please. That one rant had over 300K views in an hour. It was Carlissa versus Chrisean, around 99, and fans were watching like it was Love and Hip Hop, the baby edition. But it didn't stop there. Blueface, of course, couldn't resist. He posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, but clearly still the ghetto. "Ain't my problem no more. Y'all see it now? 8 words. No hashtags, no emojis. Just enough to nuke the internet again." His tweet lit the match all over. Fans started tagging him, saying he was gloating over his baby mama's pain. Others said he was just speaking truth. It was messy, hypocritical, and perfectly on brand for their toxic timeline. Meanwhile, clips from the livestream were being remixed into memes faster than Chrisean could refresh her feed. One viral TikTok had dramatic music over her yelling, "He fine," with the caption, "When your Wi-Fi's stronger than your patience." Another showed Baby JR's crying audio edited over clips of Zeus. Network fights, Zeus presents, Baby Rock's first spinoff. The internet, as always, turned real concern into comedy gold. But behind the laughter, there was a growing storm of outrage. Fans began tagging the LAPD, CPS, and even parenting foundations, demanding an investigation. Strangers who'd never changed a diaper in their lives were suddenly child safety experts. The public court of opinion was in session, and Chrisean was both defendant and headline. The worst part, the more people dragged her, the more defensive she got. Instead of going silent, she doubled down, and it was a masterclass in how to pour gasoline on an already burning scandal. That afternoon, she went live again. You'd think someone from her team would have told her to chill. But Chrisean doesn't do chill. She hopped on camera, eyes tired, voice sharp. All really weird. "My baby? Fine. I was in the same room. Stop playing with me," she said, snapping her fingers for emphasis. The chat exploded instantly, supportive fans writing, "We love you, Rock," while others typed "show proof," and we saw what we saw. But then, in the middle of defending herself, she slipped up. "Y'all acting like I left him for hours," she said. Hours thought the internet didn't need context. It needed content. Within seconds, people clipped that word and ran wild. Did she admit it was hours? She said it herself. The drama mutated, growing more ridiculous by the minute. That's when other celebrities started weighing in, not just gossip bloggers, but major names. Boosie went live saying, "Man, she just need a break." That's pressure, y'all trippin'. Cardi B liked a post defending her, while Akbar V tweeted, "Moms make mistakes." But going live while the baby crying? Nah, every opinion was another headline. Every like, every emoji, another viral talking point. And as if things couldn't get crazier, Zeus Network's official account posted a cryptic teaser. Sometimes being real gets misunderstood. No names, no context. But everyone knew exactly who they were talking about. The comments went insane. Y'all using her pain for views. This PR or damage control? Zeus never sleeps. In a way, they were right. This wasn't just scandal, it was content. The line between real life and entertainment had blurred so hard, you couldn't tell if you were watching a mother defending herself or a trailer for her next show. Meanwhile, fan pages started posting old clips. Chrisean pregnant? Chrisean crying, Chrisean promising she'd change. They were editing together, then versus now, montages like a tragic documentary. The internet loves to build a redemption story. But it loves watching one crash even more. And that crash was in full swing by nightfall. Blueface's sister jumped in too, because of course she did. She went on TikTok live saying, "I don't know why people's surprised. My brother Ben said she don't listen. That girl love attention." Within an hour, she had 100K viewers and 50 new enemies. The Rockface family drama was officially public again. Okay. And everyone was cashing in on it. Bloggers were posting reaction videos. Meme pages were selling shirts. Even fan edits of Baby Jr. were trending with captions like "Pray for Baby Jr., the realist in the room." Internet had turned a 15-second misunderstanding into a week-long global circus. But here's where it got really crazy. Someone leaked alleged messages from a friend close to Chrisean, claiming she was breaking down behind the scenes. The screenshot said she felt betrayed by the internet and tired of being everyone's punching bag. Whether those messages were real or not didn't matter. They were viral, so they were true enough. Now the narrative started to shift again from mockery to concern. People began posting, "Y'all dragging her too much and she clearly needs help," not hate. Even Tasha K, who rarely misses a scandal, posted a video saying, "Chrisean doesn't need CP, she needs counseling." But by then, it was too late. The damage was done, the clips immortalized, and the hashtags engraved in internet history and Chrisean. She went quiet again. No live, no tweets, no rants. Just silence. Which only made things worse. Because when a celebrity goes quiet in chaos, people assume one of two things. Either they're plotting a comeback, or they're spiraling deeper than anyone knows. And if you think the internet was done talking, think again. Because the next move she made just 24 hours later reignited the fire, flipped the sympathy switch, and turned this scandal into one of the biggest PR roller coasters of her entire career. Because for once, the same people who dragged her were about to start defending her. When Chrisean finally broke her silence, the internet froze like it was waiting for a season finale plot twist. No lives, no rants, no yelling. Just a single Instagram post, a quiet photo of her holding Baby Jr. close to her chest, both faces half lit in soft sunlight. The caption, "He my peace." No emojis, no hashtags, just 3 words that hit harder than any rant could dot. The internet didn't know what to do with that. Was this guilt? Growth? A comeback move? For the first time in months, Chrisean Rock wasn't screaming, wasn't clapping back. She was silent, calm, almost unrecognizable. But don't be fooled, the peace lasted about as long as a Blueface relationship. Because while some fans flooded her comments with heart emojis and "Stay strong," mama messages, others accused her of damage control. "Too late for PR posts," one wrote. "You already exposed yourself," another said. "Now she wanna act wholesome 'cause CPS watching." And there it was. The 3 letters that made this mess even uglier. CPS, rumors, started flying that someone had reported her. No confirmation, no proof, just whispers spreading like wildfire. Random accounts claiming inside info said child welfare did a wellness check. One page even claimed to have audio of a call, but like most internet receipts, it was pure fiction. Still, the internet doesn't wait for facts when outrage pays better. By noon, CPS was trending right under her name. Think pieces, reaction videos, and hot takes were everywhere. One YouTuber said, "This is what happens when the internet raises your kid." Another tweeted, "She's living in a fishbowl. Y'all act shocked when the water gets dirty." But the real plot twist came from inside her camp. Someone, allegedly one of her old friends, went live claiming, "Y'all don't even know what she'll go through. She's doing this alone. She loves that baby, but she don't trust nobody." The clip went viral instantly, flipping the entire narrative. For the first time, people started seeing Chrisean not as a villain, but as a mom drowning under pressure, attention, and trauma. The tone shifted overnight. The same people dragging her for being reckless were now posting, "Pray for Chrisean." It was like watching the internet perform a moral backflip in real time. Then, Because life loves irony, Blueface tried to reinsert himself into the storyline. He posted a photo of himself in a studio, captioned, "Real fathers don't need clout." Fans roasted him immediately. "You weren't even in the live," one wrote. "You, the last person to talk about parenting." He tried again, posting, "She need help, not cameras." But by then, no one was buying his concern. The tables had turned. For once, the public was tired of his comments. He had become the villain, and she had become the misunderstood anti-hero. That's when Chrisean did what only she could do. She turned her pain into power. Out of nowhere, she dropped a freestyle on Instagram. Recorded in her car, baby seat visible in the background. The lyrics were raw. "Y'all think I'm crazy 'cause I love too hard. Y'all hate a woman who survived her scars." It wasn't perfect, but it was real, and that's what made it explode. Overnight, the clip hit 1 million views. People were reposting it with captions like, "She's evolving," and "Motherhood gave her depth." Even her critics admitted she'd flipped the narrative flawlessly. Zeus Network wasted no time. Within 24 hours, they posted a teaser, Chrisean Rock Rebirth, the story behind the stream. The trailer was dramatic black and white clips, tearful interviews, and one haunting line from Chrisean. "They watched me fall, but they never watched me heal." Boom. Instant virality. The same live stream that almost buried her was now fueling her next big paycheck. But the world wasn't done testing her yet. Days after the announcement, TMZ dropped an exclusive. Blueface's mom claimed CPS contacted family after Chrisean's live. The headline was bold. The facts, not so much. Carlisa had no proof, just her usual messy commentary. But it didn't matter. The internet bit again. Now it was round 2. The sympathy she'd earned started to crack. People began questioning if the whole situation was being exploited for clout. She turning trauma into TV. One tweet read. Another said, "This is why celebrities shouldn't broadcast their kids. It's never about love. Always about views." But if there's one thing Chrisean knows how to do, it's survive chaos by embracing it. Instead of apologizing or hiding, she went live again.com, confident, holding Junior this time. No filters, no music, no entourage. Just her saying, "I'm not perfect, but I love my son. Y'all don't gotta like me, but y'all gonna respect me." And that line went everywhere. It became the sound of defiance. Remixed into TikToks, used in reels, quoted by fan pages. The girl who'd been painted as reckless suddenly looked like the face of resilience. The comments shifted again. Resilience. The comments shifted again.